All right, this is going to be the first movie in the new series, Power of Three. Three things I like or did not like about movie or trailers. And this is going to be a new series. And the perfect movie to start this series is The Matrix 4. It's one of the first movies and the reasons why I love movies so much in my life. May 31st, 1999, it came out in Midland, Texas. I was 18 years old. We saw it the opening night. It was amazing. Actually, that night was not amazing. It's a story that a lot of people don't know. But as kids, we were kids and we were getting in a little trouble. We were highly under the influence. We thought it would be a great idea to go see this movie on some psychedelics that you should not see The Matrix for or The Matrix when this movie comes out for the first time. And these effects have never been in movies before. This blew our mind. We should not have been there. I remember we had gone there and we were at the arcade, and so we had a bunch of quarters and we were playing the arcade before. And when that scene when he had to take the red or blue pill came out, and he took the pill, and the mirror started eating him, and the mercury and everything, I literally reached into my pocket to my friend, grabbed my quarters, and handed it to him, and I said, "Call somebody. Call somebody to get us." And we had to leave. We left the theater. I mean, we were 18 years old and we were blissed out of our minds. We had no idea. We were young and dumb. I had no idea what we were doing. Terrified us. I didn't see the movie again for another 2 days until I finally saw it and enjoyed it. But that is the story of the first time I saw The Matrix. Not many people know that, but I am revealing that for my first video in this series on YouTube on this channel. And it was a night that just changed my life. And not that changed my life in movies. I always loved movies, always. So, anyways, we're going to get into the review. Spoiler warning, by the way. Now there's spoiler warning. If you watch this video any further, you have nobody else to blame but yourself. If you're mad at the end of this, punch yourself in the face. It is not my fault. Spoiler warning. The title says spoiler warning. If anything beyond this you get upset about, punch yourself. Don't blame me. So, anyways, you've been warned. I just watched the movie, and in this series, I'm going to try and do reviews right after initial reactions. I'm giving myself 15-20 minutes while I watch the movie. I write down the 3 things I like, 3 things I don't. Give myself a few minutes to kind of write some notes down, and then that's it. And then I'm just going raw. No big production, no big editing, because I don't even know how to do that stuff yet. So, 3 things I liked about this movie. The movie was fun. It was fun as a fan of the original. And if you lived through the original, the movie itself makes fun of itself and movies that have come since past it, since it was made. It pokes fun of Warner Brothers, comparing to the movie to a game that's being made in the movie, and Warner Brothers forcing them to make the movie because they're out of money and they're going to make it with or without them. So they're like, fine, we'll just make the movie, but it won't be that great, and it's going to be rushed, which I feel like the whole COVID and everything, it was probably rushed. They probably had time for the editing, but they didn't have time to do the movie. It was just, movie was not a masterpiece. It was not amazing. It was fun. It was it was kind of like a good little fix. Are they going to go from here and make some more? Maybe. That's great. Hopefully they do. And I'm having a little drink and cocktail. It was fun. But the movie was fun. I really enjoyed it. It brought a lot of good memories back. The movie was a bit rushed. Did Warner Brothers really threaten them and say, we're going to make the movie with or without you? Lana, if you don't participate, then we're going to do it anyways. Maybe. I don't know. Second thing I liked was the interactions with the analyst. Neil Patrick Harris was cool. He's the new bad guy. He's the architect of the movie. He analyzes people's feelings and things. And the Matrix works because everybody... the entire Matrix was a big love story between, Neo and Trinity loving and their connection and being powerful. I mean, the whole thing brings all this back. The actual Matrix that they were making fun of. Sorry, chewing ice this morning. I should not do that. I'm not going to do that anymore. The Matrix in the movie was a game for Neo that he made. It was actually very intelligent to put that in the movie. It made him rationalize and allowed him a place and a safe place to rationalize his mind and what was going on in his mind, to say that these are not memories. These are things that happened in the game. And he has a vivid imagination. And that's where he came up with the game. And it helped keep him grounded and sane to control him. You know, that these were not memories. He just has a vivid imagination. And, go take your drugs and go home. And they do that all the time to people. Just, oh, it's fine. It's your imagination. Go on, move on. It was a smart twist. It kept him sane, kept him controlled for a long time, kept him questioning things, but not to an extent where, he'd go out of control and go rogue. It kept him in check, and that's what they needed. The third thing I like, if you asked me anything that I could have thought was the craziest thing in the entire world that this movie might have involved, it was not zombies. Are you kidding me? This was hilarious. I mean, zombie hordes, zombie swarms. I mean, yes, they're robot zombies, but the concept of zombie hordes and swarms, and are using the zombies as human dive bombs at the end, like the .com, era of Wall Street, of people just flying through the windows and dive bombing cars, and Neo's now a Dragon Ball Z character, and man, Cam, and he can, it was a little over the top. It was a little extreme. But it was hilarious. I mean, even the train station scene where just everybody went crazy. There was a zombie swarm. I mean, they had their own cans, like call the Avengers. Zombie swarm time. It was nuts. And then just everybody goes crazy because everybody's robots, and just, the fight scenes were fun. Nothing original. A lot of regurgitation of the old moves and stuff. But, I mean, that's what you wanted. You wanted the Matrix. But, the zombies, even in the movie, the editors of the game were trying to think. They said, we have to have our thing. The original game had the dodging bullets. We have to have that thing, the it thing. Was the zombie horde and zombie swarm supposed to be the it thing of this new movie? Maybe. But it was fun to watch. It made some cool scenes. The movie didn't take itself too seriously. It kind of made fun of itself at sometimes, which made it fun to watch. It was an enjoyable movie. It's not a great movie. It's not anything amazing or revolutionary. It was fun. Like even at the end, they're talking to the Matrix. They're like, let's just put rainbows in the sky because we're going to remake it. I mean, come on. Neil Patrick Harris is like, really? No. So, anyways. So, those are my 3 likes. 3 dislikes. Power of 3. There's one that's in between. I don't understand the cat. Maybe somebody in the comments can explain the cat, the black cat. I mean, black cats are bad. Is it the glitch that was the cat? Because there was always a glitch. There was always the deja vu glitch. And maybe the cat was the thing that kept things centered. Like maybe it's like in the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, when you spin the top, it won't fall over. That you're in the zone. Maybe that the black cat was kind of the point of connect. I'm not sure. That's my guess. Maybe somebody can tell me. The main thing is what? Neo is some pathetic bald old guy with a hippie eye patch. I mean, and balding? Not sure where that came from. Maybe it's one of Lana Wachowski's old boyfriends that she wants to make fun of. I mean, this is hilarious, but I don't know if that tied to anything. The whole concept of Morpheus, I mean, he was like a joke. The new Mr. Smith was horrible. The actor was horrible. The whole concept of him was horrible. It didn't have the power that the original Mr. Smith and the character had. I thought those were just thrown in just to have them in there. I would rather have them, instead of regurgitating them, make new characters. Second thing I didn't like, all the old bosses that were just really cool come back as a bunch of old, pissed off, homeless people. I mean, it was pathetic. They deserved more. The Merovingian deserved better. I mean, he's like some. I mean, I don't know what he was. I mean, is he some homeless guy on an island? I mean, is he talking to his volleyball? Wilbur or Wilford or whatever his name was. I mean, it was horrible. And then he just sat up there and cried like a baby and complained and didn't do anything. I mean, and then the other guys, some cool fight scenes, but that was just horrible. And that didn't give any of them justice of how cool their original characters were. Where were the twins? Where were, that whole concept just sucked. It was just horrible. It was terrible. And the movie is so meta and PC. Is this like Lana's like call to society? Was this like some kind of, I don't know what she's trying to accomplish. They're trying to make it that Neo lost all his powers and the blue pill is some daily anti-Viagra and he's got limp dick fly mode and he can't do anything. But then Trinity's now this all-powerful flying badass. And then, at the end, Neo gets his stuff and they fly off together. I mean, what was the point of that? What was the purpose? Okay, so yes, they're more powerful together. That makes literally no sense in the actual human world versus the Matrix, them having powers and Dragon Ball Z powers. That's okay. But in the human world, I mean, it doesn't. And they can feel each other. It was a stretch. It was pretty lame. Mr. Smith and Morpheus were lame. Just the whole concept of... I think they were trying to have underlining meanings, maybe about society and maybe about the woman saying, I'm oppressed because I feel like I'm supposed to be a mother because I should, and how dare you use kids. I mean, come on. I mean, this is a movie about superpowers and being in a computer. Not every movie this day and age has to have a point or a political agenda or just get over it. Just enjoy it. Have more zombie hordes. Fight stuff. It was cool. Leave it at that. I don't know. The movie was okay. It was enjoyable. It was fun. It was great. Was it awesome? Was it revolutionary? No. Was it terrible? No. But this is my first review and first movie, so give me a little leeway in the comments if you're going to bitch. Hey, I can take constructive criticism. But my first video, things will get better. But this was a perfect movie for my first video and channel. And I appreciate for anybody that watches this. Thank you very much. And you will see a lot more. Thank you.